So hi, good afternoon. Another Stephen here from Benoy. Actually, this topic today I'm going to present is the new trends in retail. So to start with, actually, based in the past, retail is always like a box with all those inward looking, with all those shops and entertainment inward looking inside. Somehow we try to create a trend like open up some shops so that, like, say for example, F&B terraces that could have a view looking to these city beautiful views. So, and also, if I were a client or architect, definitely, we would like to always try a prime site with good transportation connections. So here, because of the constant pedestrian flow, so that people could be easily attracted to the retail, so that to be resulted in a better retail value. So this kind of transportation retail and approach rapidly emerged into the aviation retail sector. So here comes with our first example, the Changi Airport in Singapore, T4. For this project, we are appointed to do the concept and also the interiors. Changi Airport always recently voted as the second year as the world best airport. When you consider as a retail, now it becomes more like an important considerations for the operators because it generates the revenue. And according to the statistics, actually it accounts for more than 50% of the total revenue for this retail type inside the airport. And you can see that down below, there's a diagram that we kind of developed. It shows how people comes with a stress level when you are approaching the airport, go to do the check-in, pass through the security before they took the departure. So here what we are trying to do is, through this kind of like stressful journey, we hope that by integrating some retail components inside, hope that we can bring down the stress level so that to comfort the passengers. And for the top corner one, the top side image, you can see that for the T4 Changi Airport, what we are trying to do is, apart from the retail, we try to open up like a 300 meters open space, open gallery, all away like connects through the air side and also the land side. We hope that through this you can have easier connections, visual connections and also orientations so that people can easily find the way to the departure gates. And also through those integrations, we also try to integrate with art, retail and some entertainment inside the airport. So as a whole, it's a walk-through retail concept to bring the people into a next level of retail experience inside the airport. And next to the T4 Changi Airport, indeed, we have developed another project called Project Jewel. For this project, it's so funny that at the time when you can see that for all those airport sites, usually they do have some strict constraint, say for example the noise barrier or etc. So that you can't easily see much development happening around the airport sites. So here comes with the developer, try to think of maybe it's good to make use of this unused space to turn it to a retail center for commercial value. So that's why this project, we put this project on top of the existing car park at T1, which is well connected to T2, T3, and T4. And you can see that from the structures. What we're trying to do is we try to replicate the Singaporean culture by integrating the landscape into the retail. So all you can see here is we try to create like a dome-shaped sky canopy and put all those landscape areas into the retail so that when people have the time waiting for the departure, they will feel free to go through this space. So we hope that by doing that, we can create an icon in this district. And also another one is, as you know that for Singaporean culture, people always prefer to have the landscape garden. And one of the good examples is Garden by the Bay, Clarke, with all these good city landmarks. We try to bring this kind of culture into some suburban areas. So that's, you can see that we have a project in a district called Jurong District. And for this district, because of, based on the history of the site, it is where like an area with all those lush landscape and beautiful boulevards grow in the past. So we try to replicate these kind of ideas into this retail as a whole to create a retail experience for people, especially children and family, so that they can linger into this development when they have time. And also with a our type of street approach shops, we try to create more like a city so that it's not only a retail center, but it's more like a journey or a place for people to hang out. And back to the China market. Recently, we have opened another project in Chengdu IFS with a Wolf client. And for this project, it's quite a high-rise project consisting of 6 floors retail above ground and also 2 floors of basement retail. The idea of how we try to do that is because of the site constraint. We try to maximize all these areas so that you can see that actually from the mass it's quite boxy. And somehow with the culture of Chengdu, we try to integrate with these retail ideas with the landscape and also some art-related elements. So that's why we lift up the whole podium roof to do it more like a sculpture garden. And you can see that from your right bottom corner, during the grand opening, the client even invites the art sculptor to do some art installations, the panda, a symbol for the Chengdu culture. And back to Shanghai. For the IAPM, it's situated along the Weihai Road. It's a retail with 7 floors plus 1 floor of basement retail. Here, what we are trying to do, the trend is because of the rich culture and the history of the site, we try to replicate the Shinkumen architecture, which is, as you can see from the lower levels, like a stone portal type of architecture. We try to create this kind of street retail to bring people back to this history so that when people walking along the retail, they can reminisce the history of the site. And also, because, other one point is because of this prime sites, we try to lift up all this retail frontage of the lower floors. So by doing that, we try to raise up the whole drop-off area for the towers on the roof instead. So it's another example on try to how to utilize the space between the ground floor and also the roof level. And back to Hong Kong, Hysan Place is a traditional mode of how we try to do the vertical retail. Here, because of the volumetric mass, as you can see from the 3D, we try to create like a journey so that people inside the mall, they could have different paths to choose. So hope that by this kind of ideas, people could have a little bit of like adventures, explorations inside the mall when they're walking through each volumetric mass. And the last one is, apart from new buildings, indeed, for the trends for retail, we also try to see whether we can refurbish a retail so that to uplift the image for the retail. This one is in Singapore, Singapore Plaza. In the past, it's more like an office building. What we are trying to do is we try to amalgamate 3 floors of office and turn into a retail. And also with the refurbishment of the facade, we try to uplift the whole image. So these days, it becomes more like a popular destination for the locals and also the visitors. And to conclude, indeed, for the trends, when we are talking about trends for retail, there's no one rules-fit-all theory for the trends. So all we can do is for the retail designers, try to listen more with the clients and also the attendants, and most importantly, needs to know exactly what the end users want us to do. So that's all for the presentations. Thanks.